Entropy, it is the fundamental law of the universe. Left alone, everything moves from order to chaos. Gardens become weeds. Iron becomes rust. And men become children. Look at your life. Be honest. Are you building a kingdom, or are you living in a ruin? For many of you, your life is a city without walls. Your discipline has crumbled. Your finances are a pile of burning rubble. Your relationships are gates that have been consumed by fire. You feel defenseless. You try to build a habit, and an enemy knocks it down. You try to save money, and an impulse steals it. You try to be pure, and lust invades you. You are not alone. In 445 BC, the holy city of Jerusalem was exactly like you. It had been destroyed 140 years prior. The people were in great trouble and disgrace. They had no protection, they had no honor. Until one man stood up, Nehemiah. Nehemiah was not a priest. He was not a prophet. He was a cupbearer. A man with a day job, but he possessed a strategy that modern men have forgotten. He knew how to build in the middle of a war. Today, we are deploying the Nehemiah Protocol. This is not motivational speaking. This is a tactical blueprint for rebuilding your life from zero, even when the enemy is at the gate. If you are tired of living in the rubble, pick up your tools. We have work to do. Before Nehemiah laid a single stone, he did something that separates the boys from the men. He went into the dark. Nehemiah 13 says he went out at night, by the valley gate, inspecting the walls that were broken down and the gates that had been destroyed by fire. Notice two things. He went at night, and he went alone. He didn't post about his plans on social media. He didn't ask for validation from his friends. He didn't announce a New Year's resolution. He simply looked at the damage. This is where you fail. You want to fix your life, but you are too cowardly to look at the data. You are afraid of the truth. You avoid looking at your bank account because it hurts. You avoid stepping on the scale because it shamans you. You avoid looking at your screen time stats because it reveals your addiction. You cannot fix what you cannot face. The first step of the protocol is the midnight inspection. You need to sit in a dark room with a pen and paper and audit your life with brutal honesty. Where are the breaches? Is it your temper? Is it your lust? Is it your sloth? Write it down. Let the shame burn you. Shame is a signal. It is your soul telling you that you are living below your potential. Nehemiah saw the rubble. Yes, but he also saw the outline of the fortress that could be there. Do not look away from the ruin until you are angry enough to change it. As soon as Nehemiah started building, the enemies appeared. Sanballat and Tobiah, they didn't attack physically at first. They used psychological warfare. They mocked him. What are these feeble Jews doing? Will they restore their wall in a day? If a fox climbs on it, it will break. When you start rebuilding your life, the mockers will come. They always do. They might be your old drinking buddies who want you to stay a loser. They might be your family who says you've tried this before. Most often, the mocker is a voice in your own head. Who do you think you are? You are a fake. How did Nehemiah respond? Did he debate them? No, he prayed, and then he armed his men. Nehemiah 17 is the core of the protocol. Those who carried materials did their work with one hand and held a weapon in the other. This is the concept of the sword and the trowel. The trowel is for building production. The sword is for fighting protection. Modern men fail because they only use one. You try to build a business trowel, but you don't fight your distraction sword. So, you fail. You try to build a marriage trowel, but you don't fight your lust sword. So, you fall. A man without a trowel is useless. A man without a sword is defenseless. You must do both simultaneously. You must build your discipline while actively killing the vices that try to destroy it. The beginning is easy, the adrenaline is high. But then comes the middle. Nehemiah 4:10 records the most dangerous moment. The strength of the laborers is giving out, and there is so much rubble that we cannot rebuild the wall. This is called the dip. It will happen to you. Day 15 of the gym, week 3 of the diet. Month 2 of the business. The novelty has worn off, the excitement is gone. All you see is dust, rubble, and endless work. You are tired, your hands are bleeding. You think, it's too much, I can't do this. This is the filter. This is where the boys go home and the kings are made. Nehemiah didn't give them a break. He didn't offer them self-care. He reminded them of their duty. He stood up and said, "Do not be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, great and awesome, and fight for your families, your sons, and your daughters. When you feel like quitting, stop looking at the wall. Stop looking at the work. Look at who is standing behind you. Who are you protecting with this wall? Your future wife, your unborn children, your aging parents. You don't build for you. You build so that they can be safe." The wall is not about bricks. It is about love. A weak man cannot love, because a weak man cannot protect. But the attack didn't just come from the outside. In Nehemiah chapter 5, a new threat emerged. The Jews started exploiting each other, greed, usury, internal betrayal. While the wall was going up, the heart was rotting. This is the final trap. You can conquer the external world, get the money, get the body, get the status, but if you do not conquer the enemy asterisk within asterisk, the wall will fall from the inside. Self-sabotage. You build the wall all day, but at night, you open the gate to your vices. You work hard for money, but you gamble it away on crypto or vanity. Nehemiah got angry. He shook out the folds of his robe and said, "So may God shake out every man from his house who does not keep this promise." You must be ruthless with your own internal traitor. You cannot compromise with your own sin. Total ownership. No excuses. The wall was finished in 52 days. It was a miracle. Even the enemies perceived that this work had been done with the help of God. But the work wasn't done until the gates were set in place and the guards were posted. A city without gates is still dangerous. A man without boundaries is a tragedy waiting to happen. You need to set gates on your life. A gate on your eyes, what you watch. A gate on your mouth, what you say. A gate on your mind, what you entertain. Your life can be restored. I don't care how much rubble is in your past. I don't care how burned your gates are. The stone is still there. It just needs to be lifted. Pick up the trowel in one hand. Pick up the sword in the other. If you need a battle plan, a place to track your wall building day by day, use the discipline journal in the description. Stop living in ruins. Build. V.